Salutations, folks. Today is Sunday, so that means Emblem tutorial time. Today I'm going to be giving you one of my favorite logos. Not like my favorite logos that I've made or favorite looking logos on Black Ops 2, but just overall favorite logos of all time. And that is the Laughing Man logo from Ghost in the Shell. My favorite anime of all time. So picking up some Laughing Man blue there. And if you want the RGB color scheme to that Laughing, it is 176 116 is the RGB color scheme for that if you want to get it just right. But this is definitely the one of the lower level emblem tutorials. This is a super easy one that really anyone can do. It's mainly just there's not a lot of deformation that you really have to do, and if you don't want to, you don't have to do really any at all. Just get some circles, get your rings going on, get some semicircles for the smile, um, with some semicircle over semicircles for the eyes, and then just some rectangles and some semicircles for like the side of it. You want to make sure that you don't have it smack dab in the middle unless you're going to make it smaller. Otherwise, there's going to be no room for the other side because it's not completely symmetrical. And you don't have to go over the background. I actually got rid of the background after I was done with this because it's not necessary and it looks cooler on the gun without it anyways. But this is I think my favorite emblem that I made in Black Ops 1. Obviously we couldn't make it perfectly. Obviously there'd be no text in the outer white ring, but it was still my favorite just because I love Ghost in the Shell so much. It's my favorite anime of all time. It's just so awesome. I have the entire box set of all the seasons and movies on DVD, and it's pretty cool. And I love the Laughing Man story arc. Laughing Man story arc, very interesting, very cool. So just some circles, some rectangles, some semicircles is really all you need here. Obviously, there's not going to be enough room for the entire Catcher in the Rye quote along the outer ring. There's only really enough room for I do was I pretend. Um, so obviously there's not going to be enough room for the entire Catcher in the Rye quote. Which is unfortunate but expected. There's only so many layers, but on the other hand of things, you do have plenty of layers left over when you get the basic shape of the Laughing Man logo. So you can do whatever in the outer ring that you want to. If you want to put like guns or your name or gamer tag or something, completely up to you. That's a little bit of freedom to do with what you want and kind of customize your own. I just decided to use the elite block letters and just have that surround it, just so it is text, but it also is able to fill it all up. Not perfectly though, unless you want to like dinker around with the size of the text that you want. But with the outer ring, you can do whatever you want. You can leave it totally blank if you're feeling lazy, or just put a bunch of different guns or your gamer tag, like I said. Or you can just follow what I did and just put the elite there, just so it looks like it has text all the way around. But so just a little bit of freedom there for you guys. That's just what I decided to do. I wanted to see how much of the Catcher in the Rye quote I could get, but obviously only like half of it, with the amount of layers that I have. Speaking of which, I never really enjoyed Catcher in the Rye. I mean, I wasn't one of those idiots in school where I read a book and be like, "Hey, what the fuck was that? Let me read Spark Notes, and that'll help me out." I wasn't one of those kids. But at the same time, I read Catcher, I understood it, but it never really, I don't know, got to me. It wasn't really entertaining, and it's just so highly regarded as such a great book. And oh my God, Holden Caulfield's so amazing, and I don't really see it. He just seems like a spoiled brat to me, as Quagmire said in that one episode of Family Guy, where he just totally gave Brian the business. Um, but yeah, I never really got it. Maybe I should reread it one of these days because it was just one of those books that were supposed to be really good that never really hooked me much. So there is the logo pretty much right there. Um, Always try to go with a title that works well with it. So I decided to go, of course, with the Black Hat title because it's like the perfect color, and it's about hacking. That's what Laughing Man is all about. It's all about hacking. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you would like to see for next week, and I will see you next time.